Hello, everyone, and welcome to State of the Realm, your when there's content, we make a podcast? Question mark? I think so. Question mark? Just quick question for everyone in the chat. Could you hear Sly just there? Because I've gotten a bunch of new stuff for my audio setup, and so there's been a little bit of a learning curve. Some of you may actually know that. While I'm finishing the rest of the introduction, I'll read the chat and see if there's anything I need to adjust. The answer was no. Don't worry. I have the perfect fix for that. Anyway, I am one of your hosts, Michael, Mr. Happy Poe. Of course, joining me is going to be Sly, aka Sly the Fox, aka Sly, aka Gary Fox, aka the music is going to cut out very suddenly in about 5 seconds when I tell you they can actually hear you. Sly, they should be able to hear you now. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Mr. Technical Issues? Like I can't even talk on that end. I've had so many technical issues. God damn. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got a whole bunch of new audio stuff for the setup. I finally went and installed my my RTX graphics card so I could use. That was a nice sound. I like that. Yeah. And so I have RTX voice on, but it adds another scene. But I also got the Elgato Wave 3, which adds like 9 audio sources. And so it's a little bit all over the place. So next week it'll be fixed. I know exactly what I need to do, but I hadn't actually thought of that before the show started. Once we had our audio working in pre-show. I didn't even say we were going to talk about this show because I immediately feared that they wouldn't be able to hear you. That's my only thing. That and fish are the only 2 things on my mind right now. So it's completely brainwashed.
Can we just talk this whole show about fish?
I mean, we've done it before. It wouldn't be the first time.
Nah.
So we're gonna just, we haven't done a show in a couple weeks. There's still not a whole lot going on. But we are going to be talking about just a little bit of recent news. I don't suspect it'll be as long a show. The recent live letter and a little bit of a community event that happened this last weekend for our boy Sly here, which I think is fun to kind of highlight those things. So I guess I'll do the sponsor read and then we'll go.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
That sounds good. All right. Well, we haven't done a show in a while, but that doesn't mean the sponsors have changed. Thank you to SteelSeries for sponsoring this show and the channel in general. There's 12% discount code if you're in the Twitch chat. Type !SteelSeries to get the 12% discount code, Mr. Epic 12. And also we do monthly giveaway. I extended the June giveaway to July because the shows have been kind of erratic a little bit. So that one will encompass 2 months. So if you didn't enter in June because we haven't done a show, that one started 2 weeks ago. That'll go till the end of July. So go to the YouTube video, go to the description and enter for a chance to win free stuff because who doesn't want free stuff? And also thank you to our sponsors over on Patreon. You guys will be getting a longer shout out towards the end of the show, but your names are going to be scrolling in the top right. There are a few names missing from that. And don't worry, I am well aware of it. There's also a mistake with one part of it that I noticed right before the show started, but we'll get that fixed. So it's Sly. This is supposed to be remotivation week for me because I've been demotivated. So this is remotivation week. So it's good that we're doing a show this week.
It is.
That was not a very sure. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It is. I mean, it's a show. We have things to talk about. Not
a couple.
As much as usual. Not as much as usual, but still, we didn't want to leave you hanging. So
yeah, we missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed you.
Sly, I actually planned to say that, and then you said it. It's like we're the same place. Like we got the same.
Yeah, we're there. We're there.
What was our last show? June 17th? It looks like that was the case.
Was it?
I mean, it's 7. Yeah, it's 21 days because we skipped 2 shows, so it's 3 weeks technically. This is the 21st day since the last show. Yeah, it doesn't feel that like it's been that long, but it has been. Yeah, that was where we had worked a game on. That was the last time we did. Well, the good news is that means that at least some things have been said since then regarding Final Fantasy 14, which is good because
some things.
I finally started playing again for like 4 days ago. After like a month and a half to 2 months of not playing, I finally logged in, Sly.
Hey, there you go.
And you know what I did?
What?
Party Finder. And you know what, Sly? It was fun.
Define fun.
Oh, wow. Well, E5, it was like 3 polls.
Fucking spit out my drink. Holy shit.
Wow. Yeah, E5 went pretty good. E6 not as good. but we won. Let me just put it this way. I was not guilty. I was not a mistakeless man. There was some rust to be shaken off.
There was some rust, yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, some of it is I don't ever party finder. So there are some things the party finder doesn't need to communicate because they're all used to doing it that way. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did this in Prague. So
yeah.
I murdered the whole party, not an insignificant number of times in E6. I think twice. I think specifically twice. I destroyed the whole party in E6.
Yeah, welcome to learning different strats every time you do shit in a different party.
Well, to be fair, this wasn't even that. It was that the last time I actually raided, every week I was doing the same thing. And then I went to doing, like, Party Finder has some stuff that's very much like everybody knows this is like the standard because everyone's party finding it, you know? Or if they don't, then somebody asks and whatever. I didn't ask. I was just like, shit's easy. Don't fuck up. And then I fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. One win in E6 was me killing people in the last set of tethers, the DPS tethers.
Oh,
because I didn't realize that DPS weren't supposed to move, and then it was the tanks and the healers. And so I panicked and I just ran forward and I dropped the giant puddle on everyone. It was bad. It wasn't good.
Ooh.
It was still second highest DPS, and on Dancer.
There you go.
On Dancer, so that's
Dancer. Yeah,
that's not good. Something. That's not good. You don't want that. To be fair, the other two people had died a bunch, which also isn't fair. But it's whatever. Yeah. So it was fun, and then E7 was unsuccessful. Somebody disconnected like 2-3 times, and then everyone left, even though we had like a 2% enrage with 7 people in the last phase. Or not even 2% enrage, 2% just death.
Can you with 7 people in the last?
Oh yeah, you just have
somebody has a sack. Yeah, like you can do it. Yeah.
I pulled a Gigabrain play because I screwed up on my side. Like I was the side that still had 3 people without the disconnect, and I got hit by the first orb that exploded. So I was theoretically gonna have to sack myself. But then I remembered you can get hit by the birds and it'll swap your color, the ones that are swirling around. So I got hit by one and I fixed it. And I was like the biggest brain player ever. Everyone else just kills themselves.
I've done that shit before like so many times, like fuck. And then I just take a hit and then just get back. Yeah.
But these exact conversations was why I actually loved the Party Finder for those like 2 or 3 days I did it, because it just felt good to play. It was so weird. I've never felt so good to just log in with no objective and play.
Yeah.
And that doesn't happen very often, especially when the words Party Finder are involved.
You know what I've been doing the past few days I've been on? Maps. Yes. That's always and see, at that point, like before, like the week before, I guess, or a couple weeks before, I was just doing it just to raise funds for the event. At that point, this shit was just for me because I'm a greedy bastard and I wanted more money. So it's good fucking money. So yeah, do maps. It's good money, and it's a really good way if you just do maps. To 1, make money, and 2, cap.
Man, you say that, but I had some shit maps last week. I needed 120 tomes, and in almost 4 rounds, I didn't get 120 tomes, which is unheard of for me. I was so upset.
No dungeon crew pop? Nothing?
Dude, the 2 times that we got the higher or lower, people failed, and we lost like 20 tomes. So I was like,
man, what was it? Yeah, I had a good higher lower.
I know. I was watching your maps, damn it. I was watching Tequila's maps too. He went back into the level ones.
The one time, the one higher lower I've had in maps that I like regret to this day was when Enchanted Elm Lumber came up. And I risked it for yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that's when you get the 5 and you're like,
well, fuck you, game.
No, well, you don't want to know what's even better? One time I got, it was a 1. So I pressed higher. It was a 1. Reset to a 9. I pressed lower. It was a 9.
9.
It happened. And then it was a 3 and I pressed higher and it was a 3. was like, stop. It did it like 4 times. It couldn't handle it. And then, by the way, it turned to 7, and I pressed lower, and it was an 8. So,
yep, sounds about right.
Yeah, that's maps for you when you're not lucky. That is, but they are good times. And you know what I started doing yesterday?
Oh God,
Eureka. Sly, it's pretty fun, and not the type of fun like with the Party Finder.
How many people are in Eureka, right? Like when you ran?
30 to 40 on average per zone. Both Pagos and Animos, about 30 to 40 on average.
That's decent.
It's not bad at all.
Not bad.
There's a lot of changes that they made that I knew about that didn't mean anything to me till I went in there. I realized having 150% echo is a lot better than I even thought it was. I knew that 150% echo was a lot. Solo chain 30 in like 6 minutes on mobs that are 2 levels higher than you. And you just get a Kieran's Osode and you go through. I'm 12 hours in. I'm elemental level 33 in Pagos with 19 light crystals and like 236 Pagos crystals, which is like a third of the Pagos crystals you need if you don't kill any Louis. So that's in 12 hours. I spent 6 hours to get through all of Animos with finishing the Animos relic. So it's really freaking fast now. It took me 20 hours to do Animos when it came out. And it's taken me like not even 2/3 of that yet to get through almost the first 2 zones. It's pretty fun.
You're a good one. You're a good one.
What does that mean?
That shit.
I'm a good one.
You're a good one because I ain't doing that shit. Like you
like good isn't the word you want to use.
I'm just never touching Eureka ever again. Like for glamour, anything. No.
What about Baldessian? I'm even going to do Baldessian on Primal, Sly. Oh, yeah, this character's on Primal, by the way. This is my Primal character.
Fuck, man. Don't drag me into fucking Baldessian.
Why not? You get your Ozma. You get that bunny money.
Oh.
Dude, you laugh, but Eureka money is... Oh.
How? What? First of all, why?
Okay. Haku shit still sells way too good from Pagos because collectors want that optical hat. It's like a 10 million gil hat. I shit you not. The speed belt is like 10 to 20 mil from King Arthro. The Shiver emote is still relatively expensive from Pagos. There's the mount from Pyros and Hydatos that both of those still sell well. People still buy logograms either to do Baldessian Arsenal or to do Eureka.
See, and that's the one thing that really, really fucks with me. Like, logograms should be cheap as hell now. I remember that market slowly going away.
Yeah, but that's because people.
And you're saying it made a resurgence?
That's because people were still doing it, and they were still like the zones were still pretty full, and people were.
They were still pretty full, but at the same time, like it was going down. It was in a downward trend. You're saying that trend has gone back up again?
I'm saying that the supply went so far down that the price went up because the demand is still roughly the same as it was months and months and months and months ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, like I was charging like 20K a logogram when they were relevant, like for mitigative logograms. They're not that expensive, I don't think, but they're still pretty expensive because people need to make reflect. Everything that makes reflect is expensive, pretty much, and then everything else is a toss up. I think remembered stuff might also be good. But dude, it's money. It's bunny money. You just do the bunnies over and over again. You just sell shit. Dude, one gold chest is just 100K gil. Without even thinking about the items. It's just 100K gil in a chest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, 100K each for mitigated bloatograms? Someone says in the chat. My words. What are you talking about, Sly? Eureka's how money is that? I would fund this character on Eureka and Bajja. Oh my god, dude, the Bajja money's gonna be.
I know, Bajja money's gonna be insane. Yeah.
Hell yeah. So that's what I've been doing. I've been logging in again, and it's been a good time, Sly. That's why I'm excited to do a show today, even if we're just shooting the shit and talking about some of the random news, because like I'm on a high. I'm on a 14 high. until Ghost of Tsushima comes out. But and then but still, for now we got it. Yeah. A little bit of Pokemon, a little bit of Animal Crossing. Got to hunt my shinies.
Oh, of course. Of course.
I got to work those in occasionally. Mortal Shell demo. Got to talk about that. Yeah.
I will be doing that tomorrow.
Oh, you're going to love it. And so are the people watching. Trust me on that. Oh, boy. Yeah, but we got still some 14 stuff to talk about. So the big things that have happened since the last time we did a show. Last time, like I said, the last time we did a show was actually June 17th. And I'd say 3 things have happened really since then. One of them is the from producer. This is probably the most important piece because this is just a forum post saying when the patch will be, going over their work conditions and giving us a few tidbits and teasers here and there. So we have a date on the patch. We've had it for a couple weeks now. Sly.
August 11th.
August 11th. That is the day. Later than I think we all expected, but by no means too late, if that makes sense. There's no too late in this situation, is I guess where I'm going with that. Did you think it would branch that far in August, though?
Yeah. I mean, August 11th isn't that far in August. Like it's right before the halfway point.
Okay. And by the way, chat, just so you know, thanks for letting me know about the audio crackles. So the RTX voice actually is an AI. It has to learn my voice. So when I speak like this sometimes, it might fade out because it's trying to pick up whether or not that's my voice or not. Once it's learned it, it should be fine. Yeah. I was in the boat of, man, that's so long, but it is what it is.
Okay. And now we're getting back to the question at hand of when. I mean, now we actually have a date. Are people still antsy?
Oh yeah, I'm antsy, but like I'm understanding.
You're the good kind of antsy. You're the understandable kind of antsy. People are like, okay. I feel like the dispatch is definitely under the microscope more than normal. I mean, yes, this is the final Shadowbringers proper patch. It's going to end the Shadowbringers story. And I feel like because it's been so long and because we've been waiting so long, the percentage of people who are the bad kind of antsy are going to give it so much shit.
It's going to be more shit than usual because it's not a raid patch. The bottom line is the majority
it's not
of
a raid
people,
patch.
Yeah, it's not an ultimate patch. It's not a hardcore content patch. It's gonna be some fun stuff. Don't get me wrong. I feel like most of us will like the people who throw like a 16-hour day at it, through everything in a day. The second Nier raid, the finale to the story, which here's the thing. No matter how much people may shit on like how many hours they spend on the patch, because it's not a hardcore raid patch, as long as the finale to the story is good, I think that's really the one saving grace for the delay. Because everyone is desperate to see how 5.3 plays out story-wise. And that is a big thing to be able to look forward to. And I know I am logging in. I am immediately going through the story on stream. I'm fuck skipping cutscenes. I don't care. I need that after the 2-month extra wait.
God.
That I need it, Sly. I need it.
Good.
Like I said, antsy.
The good kind of antsy.
Not the good kind of antsy.
Yeah, you're the good kind of antsy, not the like this. We've been waiting on this shit for how many months, and this is what the fuck we get.
Well, to be fair, if it's not something that has longevity, I mean, we could branch this out into a conversation that I had with Sfia on social media not too long ago. But again, if it's not something that is cutting edge or super grindy, then that usually is the response. Even if it is super grindy, it has to be the right kind of super grindy.
Right.
Where are you going to go? I felt like you were about to take off a point and I just kept talking.
Well, people forget that this is a patch with the devs not being together. So I feel like a few things, and this is just me, I feel like a few things, the quality that we normally receive won't be there 100%. It'll like we'll still get a quality patch, but this is with manpower split in so many different ways, and this is why it took so long. I have no idea how voices are gonna be. I don't know how they're gonna do that. I mean, we see it in media today. We see it with like anime being released and things like that. How
I knew you were getting this from anime. I knew it. I knew that was going to be the reference point. God damn it!
But like this is the first patch where manpower has been split, and we don't know how they're gonna do as a team like this. We don't know how this patch is gonna look.
I think it's not going to look any different. I don't think there's any sort of it's this. Here's the thing for the voice acting thing. A lot of voice actors have home studios at this point. At this, it's more annoying to have to
become
get them
a necessity.
Yeah,
it's become a necessity. Yeah,
yeah. They said they've got their home workstation set up. They've got a proper social distance set up for their office, so they can actually do QA. So they have everything's in place. I think really the 2 months is just making sure that it can always be produced with the same quality we expect. And I kind of, with the way they talk about future patches and the rest of this letter from the producer, I have no shortage of confidence that it will be the same. It's not that I expect people to be critical of. It's the fact that, again, that until botch. So here's a big thing. I don't know why I turned into Porky Pig. That's all, folks. Anyway, it's still a 14 patch in all the traditional ways, which means the first patch is main story, 24-man, new trial extreme, new features like the Unreal trials. But then it's a 2-week wait for one thing or like a 4-week wait for another thing. So Bajja not being there right from the get-go is the thing I think that people are going to look at to be most critical of. Because so many people have come to me and asked, hey, do you think they'll release Bajja right on 5.3 because the patch was delayed? I was like, no, it was delayed because they needed to finish it. It doesn't just suddenly happen 5 or 6 weeks earlier because they had 2 extra months because of a pandemic. It just doesn't happen like that. And I think that's a lot of people, more people than I would wish, are thinking like that. Like things will come earlier, things will happen at a different pace to make up for time lost. Even after this letter came out. And that is what I suspect will happen. That is the majority of what I suspect we'll see when the patch actually comes out. The people who are negative after waiting the extra couple of months because of a pandemic, that's the thing they're going to be talking about. Yeah, that's it. All I know is I logged into Behemoth, I logged into Gilgamesh, and I had queue times both times I queued in this weekend. So,
because that's the big thing.
Yeah. That's all I do. Obviously, that doesn't speak for everyone's experience. That's mega anecdotal, but that's all I know. That's all I know.
Yeah.
So, speaking of which, that whole will we get this earlier? You know what the other part of that question is? And when I get that. Do you think, and this was even after this letter from the producer came out, which I'm sure the person asking hadn't actually seen it, was, do you think patch 5.4 will be only 3 months? Trust me, I don't even know how anyone thinks that there's going to be time saved. This is, again, I got this question before the letter from the producer, but I have gotten it after. So I'm assuming said individual just didn't read it. And
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Hell no.
No, we won't. I mean, they tell us we won't. It says in this letter that they won't. But even without that, I would have never assumed that. It just doesn't make any sense to expect to get another patch. They weren't just sitting on their asses for 2 months. They were trying to get a patch out. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I don't know, man. Sometimes people just. I don't know.
It's my content and I want it now.
Yeah. Oh, man. But kind of circling back with Sfia, so I had a conversation with Sfia on social media just about a week ago. And it had to do with content that I guess the kind of people who would be upset there is a longer delay because of the pandemic, or that Baj is still another like 5-6 weeks even after August 11th. At least we're assuming, because that's how they've done it with all the other exploration zones. Is that it brings to light a concern over grinding or repeatable content for additional character progression. So a couple examples are something like affixes on gear, like having certain like random effects on gear, set bonuses, or reputation grinds. Beast tribes, obviously not enough because that's like 5 minutes out of the day. Or being able to gain like power. So I think I'm trying to remember all the examples he listed. I think like powering up your jobstone by leveling after 80, which I will tell you how I feel about that, because the answer is fucking no. Just anything like that, just extra character progression, extra stats on gear, and that long patch lulls exacerbate said design decision. I won't say flaw, I'll say design decision, because it's very deliberate from them. Do you have a ton of games to play, but if you were given the opportunity to grind more things in 14, would you take the opportunity to grind like things that you actually were important to your character?
Would want to, and
would you want to? How important is that to you to have something like that in 14? For another, let's say this were to happen again, God forbid.
To me, it feels like a grind just strictly for the purpose of a grind. Like, it feels like a hamster wheel to me.
I feel like all games are hamster wheels.
I mean, yeah, it's true, but it's like you've already done all this grinding. Like, say you are the perfect player. You've done all this grinding. You've done all this content. Hey, I want another grind. Why? I don't know. I just want something to do. You want something to do that bad that you just want another random grind just to have it. Like,
yes.
No perp.
I'm doing Eureka right now for.
You're creating shit for yourself. That's fine. But I don't get it. I don't get it. Why anybody would want an extra fucking grind. I mean, I kind of get it.
Well, I mean, we'll get it because Yokai Watch is coming back after 5.3.
Okay. Anything else?
God damn it. I mean, I understand. I understand the complaint. Here's the thing: if Frosty put it in probably the most eloquent ways. When you really like something, you want a reason to keep playing it. And sometimes you need a reason. Sometimes liking something is not enough of a reason to keep playing it. Like, I love Devil May Cry 5, but I'm not going to keep playing it, you know? But if they gave me a reason to keep playing it, I would.
But it feels so fucking artificial, though, to create a reason, just to create an extra grind. That, I mean, eventually, and I feel like eventually the most hardcore of fans who really, really love this game, and I'm not saying I don't love this game, I love this game, but who ask for this shit halfway through that grind, why the fuck am I doing this?
You think that, but Classic WoW exists.
How many people gave up Classic WoW after a while?
Not enough. Not enough. I've watched Layla do his PvP grinds in Classic WoW. I've watched him. He was Alliance, so it's not High Warlord. I can't remember what the Alliance equivalent is. And yeah, the masses gave it up, but the people who wanted that,
I mean, the hardcores, yeah, like they're still on that shit, but
grind,
like, yeah.
Grand Marshal, there it is. That's the one. Yeah, I watched him do that, and you want to know what the funny thing is? You're still not really wrong, because he did not show complete resilience towards his goal, with many times going, "This is just what I do to myself now," which I feel like is part of it. It's kind of like convincing yourself, see it through to the end.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
you haven't had to push it. It's like doing a really fucked up relic. Like, yeah, I did promise I would get through the end of this, and I'm gonna get through. I'm not doing it for content. I'm not doing it just because it's another fucking grind. I promise I get through. Like, yeah, that.
Yeah, and
I can understand that.
Chat brings up sunken cost fallacy is a big thing too. Like, so when I'm doing shiny hunting in Pokemon, and I'm like 5 hours into hunting something, and I'm like, but what if it's the next one? What if? Oh, but then the one after that. I've already been here for 5 hours. If I quit now, it was all for nothing. That
if you quit now, if you probably have a little bit of sanity left, maybe. I don't know.
Just do one more. Just one more.
Just one more. Just one more.
I had that a little bit today in Eureka. I was like, yeah, just one more mob. What if I get light from the next mob? I just got brilliant light. What if I get brilliant light from the next one? I don't know if I don't kill it. I have to know. That's what keeps people playing is the thing. Every bunny, one more set of bunnies in Eureka. Maybe the next one's a gold chest. Maybe the next one. Oh no, the next one. It'll be the next one. Yeah. That's what does it, Sly. It's that carrot on the stick, but even if you get the carrot, you just want another carrot. Because you're trying to eat healthy, but you fat as fuck. That's why. That's it. That's the truth behind it. All right. The hope that kills you. Yeah.
Oh, man. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know. Because I love carrots. And look at me.
And I love carrots. It's still fat as fuck. Oh man,
that's the highlight of the show right there.
That's there we go.
Yeah. So what were we talking? Yeah, people wanting grind for the sake of wanting grind. Yeah. No, people like you said, people make their own grinds. I made my own grinds.
Yeah,
you played through a Realm Reborn and Eureka.
Yeah, again, you've done this plenty of times. Yeah.
But it's like, here's the thing. If they ever did something that was way more time investment, I would definitely do it. But I also have come to this realization years and years and years ago. I am the unpleasable when it comes to MMOs. You cannot ever satiate me. I will get tired of something, or I will want something else that's along the same vein, but not the exact same thing I'm doing.
And that's okay. That's okay. At that point, it is okay to go do other shit. You do not need to create another grind just to keep yourself satiated. It's okay. It's gonna be okay, boo. It's gonna be all right.
You know what it is? It's because a lot of us who feel that way, we come from MMOs that they forced that game to be your life. And anything that does anything less than that is not enough. Most of us who feel that way come from that background of having a game that you needed to have dreams of it. Like you needed to be just nice and cozy and asleep. And for some reason you're thinking about that spike flail that killed everyone in Fafnir, and you see it again in your sleep, and then you wake up and you're like, when does Fafnir spawn? And that's it.
Of course it would be 11.
You need to be thinking about, all right, let's take another example. You need to be thinking about Ultima Online. You were out exploring and somebody killed you and took your house. All right, now you're thinking, I gotta get that fucking house back. I'm gonna go get all this shit. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna grab one of my pals. We're gonna gank this motherfucker. All right, yeah, think about that, because that house, you gotta protect that house. You gotta protect it. You gotta think about those cows that you're killing in what's the game? RuneScape. Think about those cows that you were killing, that you were farming out there. It never ends, Sly. It never ends. And that's why. Well, it does with 14, because 14's like, nah, dude, take a break. It's the MMO. It's not, dude, take a break. The MMO. They don't care. They're just like, you don't want to play, just log out, dude. Don't. That's it. Right. That's all there is to it. It's just how way they've always designed everything. And I don't think that's ever going to change. I'm exhausted thinking about these things. RO, you just need to keep getting all these levels, man. You gotta mob. You gotta be mobbing all day long. Silk Road Online, that quest requires 1,000 items, man. And there's 3 of them back to back. I have got way more references than this, and some people will get some, others won't. PSO2, I need these Class X cubes, man.
Just started to grind. Oh god.
It never ends. Never ends. But you know what? Once Bozja's out, I'll be happy.
I think a lot of us will.
Eureka still consumes me to this day. Every Eureka has eaten at least 3 to 4 weeks.
That's your fucking fault.
Yeah, but that's because I liked 3/4 of it. I'm playing the 4th I didn't like right now in Pagos, but you know, it got better. So it's all it is. And the schedules, according to the letter from the producer, the schedule is still going to be approximately the same, but the time is just shifted. So now the usual schedule that we had based on the August 11th release. So, 3.5 to 4 months after August 11th will be 5.4. Then another 3.5 to 4 months after that. And then we could expect the expansion was probably pushed back by 2 months. I'm guessing the expansion was going to come out in like first or second week of July. So I'll say second to third week of September. I would guess for the next expansion. That's my guess. Makes sense. Plays out.
Yeah.
Assuming that doesn't get pushed back any further for any particular reason.
Once we return to normalcy, FanFest schedule, does that get shifted too?
I am going to go. No, because you can't just shift the schedule of a live event. I think all 3 of them are getting replaced with
think about it.
events.
But think about it. Expansion hits and then FanFest the following month.
Slide.
I mean, that's a good celebration.
Reminder, they don't do FanFest the same year as an expansion launch. Next September, September 2021 is when the next expansion would be launching, theoretically. They would not be doing... But
didn't they say they were going to try to do something next year?
Well, they meant the beginning of next year. Like, before the expansion comes out. Not after. They're not going to push it back a year. They said in the first half of 2021, they wanted to see if they could do something for NA. So sometime between January and June, which could still just be a digital live letter, to be fair.
I'll accept that.
I'll accept it too, because I don't want to fucking go anywhere. I ain't down for that shit. You're going to have to send me an astronaut suit or something. I ain't going nowhere. Send me some oxygen tanks and whatnot. I'll be good. So yeah, that we're back on regular schedule after August 11th. You really don't hold them to that, by the way. I still won't be surprised if there's something else with everything going on comes up and that's delayed. I just want them to do its best. Okay.
Well, now I know this patch is gonna fucking suck. They delayed it again. Where's my content?
The last part. If only it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get me the content. That's all I need. Now they did give us a little bit of a teaser for 5.3, and I don't know what to make of it. It's a tank.
It's a tank.
And it's not just a tank. Like, this is an in-game cutscene because there's a dialogue box at the bottom.
Yeah, there's a dialogue box, so it's just schematics for a tank. And I can't tell if it's Ironworks or I don't know. I mean, it's part Tachikoma, part Bonaparte from New Dominion Tank Police. It's a good looking tank.
For the not anime/anime game people, please help me with that.
Tachikoma, the automated tanks that talked in Ghost in the Shell.
Like I know what you're talking about now, but if you just called them that, I don't have that committed to memory. And the other one?
Oh, Bonaparte, New Dominion Tank Police. That was Leona's tank. It was just like a short tank. And then this tank doesn't have treads. It's just a wheeled tank. It's a wheeled vehicle. It doesn't have caterpillars.
It's a wheelicle? Listen.
Yeah, Godwalkers were Tachikomas that didn't talk.
There you go. Is this Nier or is this Bajra? I honestly don't see it being anything else. I don't know what. Unless we're gonna be wielding that's replacing our Ultima weapon.
If we knew what the dialogue said, if we got the dialogue,
somebody has translated it. I just don't have it handy. Does anyone know what they actually say? Yeah, it doesn't look at all like the Nier tanks, but it's just that's the only one.
It's
of the
not the party tank.
Yeah, it's not the that's right. Tank. It could be the dwarves, the dwarf boys too. They could be making tanks.
True.
We are going to be crafting stuff. This is a weapon to surpass Ultima weapon. That's it. Lorethia is the name saying it looks old. Okay. This is an old document. Well, old enough for them to be shooting it at an Ahriman. Is there anything else in here? I see an Ahriman. I remember somebody pointing out to me that there was something else on here. I feel like I'm missing.
I need to enlarge it.
Just making their own party tanks. I'm down. Okay. Well, yeah, that's those are the three possible. I don't know if it's a mount. Cool.
I'd take this as a mount.
Making a tank, boys. Just imagine rolling up in like a 24 man. If you could mount in a 24 man, just 24. No, Bajra's gonna. Here's the thing: even if it's not meant for Bajra, if I see 50 plus people roll up in a tank, that's you just roll up to a fucking boss. Everyone's in tanks. You just get out. It's just gonna look so fucking funny. It's like when the car came out and everyone was just rolling up in fucking Noctis cars. Oh boy, my immersion is gonna be just amazing. Oh man. Well, maybe we'll find out what the tank is on July 22nd. Because that's our official date for our live letter.
Yep. Trailer and everything.
They say there's gonna be a trailer there.
There has to be.
I mean, listen. Right now, there doesn't have to be anything.
True, but
especially because it's not within 10 days of the patch, which is what we're used to. We've had patches that are more than 10 days out, and we have not had trailers, or at least not had certain previews available because of that. So I don't know. May not be a trailer. I hope there's a trailer. I really want there to be a trailer, but there may not be a trailer. That week, by the way, Friday show, unless the 24th somehow or the 25th impedes anything you have planned. Oh no, the 24th. This is a Wednesday.
Yeah. 24th.
The 24th of July.
24th of July is Friday.
Yes. Is there
anything
Wednesday on your? No, I said the live letter's Wednesday.
Okay.
No. I was making sure I had my days right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, there you go. Yeah. So that week, the show will be on Friday. So I'll have a couple of days to digest this, a day to play New World and see how that works. And then day to enjoy this. That is July 23rd, my friend. All right. And then that was really the end of that letter from the producer. And I mean, it was all we really needed to know. It's just good to know that everything's in place. They can work at the office. They can work from home, all their QA. They've got a solution to all of that. And now we can just stop whining. Well, we could, but
we could.
Most people won't.
Nah.
Mm-mm. Now, that wasn't actually the only thing that happened, though, since the last time we did a show. There were two other little things. One that's really quick to go over. The Dragon Quest X event is rerunning right now. We said that they should do this a bit more with everything that was going on. Yeah, it really made me think that July 28th was going to be the patch because it ends Monday, July 27th. And then I was like, oh, it's going to be the 28th then. Yes! And then it was 11th, and I was like, expectations, why? This is why you don't set expectations. You ever watch Dodgeball right at the beginning? It was like, where she asks him, and he's just like, I find out that if you don't, I can't even remember the exact quote, but he's just like, if you don't have any expectations of yourself, then you can never be disappointed. It's like, wow, that's sad. That's pretty much how we feel for this one. Yeah, I was just wondering if they rerun the 15 event at any point. They've already rerun the other ones. They might as well rerun the one remaining one that isn't on the cash shop, I guess.
Yeah.
But for now, go get your King Slime hat because it jiggles. No?
Nah.
My Yukinko is okay with it.
Mine's just in the closet.
This was really fitting because I was in Pagos today. That's where these sons of bitches are found. That's exactly what you are. You understand that? You're an asshole. And you're the first asshole we have to kill when we get in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I don't have to kill them anymore. And it's my friend. It's my snowy Corpacur Yukinko friend. It's okay. There is one other thing that happened. They replaced, speaking of the cash shop / the online store, they replaced the store portion of the Mog Station. The Mog Station still exists. You still have to use it for like account management and whatnot.
Yeah.
But there's now an online store for Final Fantasy XIV that has a few quality of life updates that opened on June 30th. For one, probably the biggest thing is you can window shop. You don't need to be logged in to actually look at the items that are on the new online store.
That is a really good quality of life. Like not having to log in just to see shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was always kind of weird. I mean, here's the thing. Even with that, I kind of just want them to get rid of the station altogether. Like, now that this isn't
do you want them to do our account stuff through the store?
No, they have an account management site already. It just takes you to the Mog Station separately. Yeah. So just put it all on the account management site. Why does it need to be on the Mog Station? Why is it a separate thing when you already have an account management login? You're just making me go to another place that is in the place I already was. I don't get it. Also, mogstation.com is a malicious site, and I just like to get away from that. I have definitely a few times in my years just typed mogstation.com like a fucking idiot and pressed enter and be like, nope, we're leaving.
No.
Don't do that. Do not do that.
No.
I would just like them to either find a way to get rid of that or just not make me have to do it, though. It also got a few other quality of life categories have been reorganized to make it easier to find what you're looking for. Works for the most part. Filters have been added to help browse, and it also has a smartphone layout. There's a couple of other things in there, like a shopping cart. They figured it out, so we have the technology.
Finally. We do.
A fucking shopping cart.
Okay, let me get this. Okay, let me get this. All right, give me 1 second. Let me get this. All right. And you had to buy everything fucking separately. I fucking hated that.
So here's the thing about that. It's not flawless. I went in there and I put something in my shopping cart, right? So here was my whole I went to the website. I was like, oh wow, I can browse without logging in. Let me log in. So I logged in. I said, okay, let me add something to my cart. I added something to my cart. I went to check out. It said, please log in. And I said, I kind of already did that, but okay, don't know why. I logged in. I clicked on the shopping cart. I said, oh, wait, I want something else. And it said error. And it took everything out of my shopping cart and I had to add it all again.
Lovely.
Wasn't great. Yeah. It would be nice if not everything. Oh, and then I had to log in again. So it's not all the way there yet. It's a work in progress, but at least I can look at items without logging in.
Yeah, looking at items right now.
What did it cost though?
Sanity.
Well, you're supposed to say everything. It's a meme. You're Gamora. Well. Technically, I'm Gamora in that case. You're Thanos.
Yeah.
But, we were almost there. It's okay. And that actually covers the majority of the actual game news that there was. And we'll have more. I guarantee you tomorrow, the 5.5 3 website goes live. I get the day.
I'll be looking out for it. I'll be looking out for it.
I've gone back and checked. It's always a Wednesday. It's just a matter of which Wednesday.
Next Wednesday. I'm saying next Wednesday.
I think it's going to be tomorrow. Or for the people watching this on YouTube or listening to it on podcast today.
Wednesday. Well, fine. Sure. The 8th.
Well, the 8th. Yes. The 8th of July is when I feel like it will be. And if it isn't, then next week's show might be really short. or on Friday. One of the two things will be 2. And I don't want it to be on Friday because Origami King and Ghost of Tsushima come out that Friday.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a busy fucking Friday.
Sure is.
Let's not do that. And let's, at the very latest, do the show on Wednesday if we get a website by Wednesday. Next week's show is very tentative, in case you hadn't figured that out.
Yeah.
Oh, they bought
very dependent.
That's good. But there is one other thing I wanted to touch upon, Mr. 1 year older man, before we wrap things up. This man had a birthday last Friday.
That'd be me.
A birthday, his birthday. You don't just have a birthday. That's yours. You own it. That's your day. Yeah. And it was a hell of an event. Would you like to describe it? Because you set it up, so you know it better than I do, inside and out. Your little birthday bash.
Well, basically, what I did. When I say I mean myself and the lovely lads and ladies of Allure. This was about a month and a half ago, and this was at Allure, like right as they were wrapping up, and I told them, "Hey, I want to meet y'all all after y'all shut down." I'm like, "Okay, I have this idea. I have a birthday coming up, and I want to have a party at my FC house. Here's the kicker: I want to have it inside and out." They're like, "Fuck it, let's do that." And there was a good month of planning and, getting Gil, make sure we had everything. And yeah, it happened. It happened Friday night, July 3rd, 8 p.m. Technically, the line was, God, when did y'all start that fucking line?
I don't know. I was in the FC, so I skipped the line.
Yeah. So yeah, the line started pretty early that day because people are crazy. And I wasn't allowed to peek until that day. And that's when they finished it and everything. And they did such an amazing job with the FC house. Huge shout out to Kat from Allure. She did an amazing job. I'm not changing that house. It is fine the way it is. And so, yeah, it was a collaborative effort between Station WSLY and the Allure Lounge. And I did the music and they took care of hospitality and the house and events. Oh, events. Yeah, I didn't even know they had a website with the menus planned out and everything until that morning, that day. It's like, hey, here's the website for it. Wait, what website? Oh. Yeah, it was an amazing event. And thank you all so much to everyone who came out. Like it was amazing. I would love to do it again. I don't know when, like sometime in the far future. But
I believe July 3rd, 2021 is open. Maybe. Sounds like the Sly Birthday Bash 2.0. Allure Reborn.
Gotta do it bigger and better, though.
Sounds like another house.
I don't know how we're gonna top that. We might need another house. We might need to I might need to go buy a personal house. So we had 2 houses. And then the rest of the ward. Because yeah, again, like I said, the party was inside and outside the ward. They did include a jumping puzzle, not to my knowledge, until I didn't find that out until I saw the website for the party. I'm like, wait, jumping puzzle? Yeah.
I didn't even get to see. I was afraid to leave the house because I didn't want to.
You didn't want to not get back in. Yeah,
you couldn't get back into your own party at one point.
At one point, yeah, it took me like a few seconds, but I got back in.
You had to be like, someone get out. My party.
Someone get out, leave. I gotta man the booth.
Yeah.
again, thank you all so much for coming. I had an amazing time. I hope all of you did. I hope you did happy. I hope all of you did.
I was just jamming out to music the whole time, and drank I don't know, few cups of beer. Well, it was one big ass bottle that was poured in a cup, so I don't remember how many ounces were in it. I got my sours always. You were trying to get me to try to die in my own house. You were like, go get the Blue Label. I was like, I drank all the last Blue Label. Mel will kill me. I'll get another one. Tell her I'll get her another one. I said, Sly, this is the other one.
I was really about to get it for you too. I mean, I have my second bottle of alcohol here. And see, the funny thing is, I just opened this today.
Which means you didn't even need the second bottle in the first place. But you just
exactly. Sly, you opened the bottle. You ruined your birthday. I got another bottle. Leave me alone.
Don't worry. Maybe they'll maybe with the minion farm. And because forget that's still supposed to be a thing. At some point we are supposed to get like a minion farm for houses, and I have no idea what the plan is with that. And I wonder if they'll touch upon it in the live letter or anything. But maybe we'll get a balconies at some point. They've already said no to balconies quite a few times. They've said no, it's not happening. Maybe they'll let us make bigger apartments, and then you can have the second booth in like an apartment that you can.
I remember staying in my apartment while Allure was working on rehearsing and like working on a performance. That shit is so small. Like mine is empty. There's absolutely nothing in it. That shit is so small. Like, yeah, we need bigger apartments.
Yeah,
please.
Maybe one day. Oh man, it was a good time though, and one of the big things is that we haven't been playing a lot of 14, but we all came together for this, and it kind of we've had people like A Stage Were Born on the show before. You've talked about Allure quite a bit and WSLY, and it's like people forget that these kind of events can be done in game. That you don't have to be doing like content in order to have fun.
Make your own content.
But you just yelled at me for that. Actually, no, you didn't. You yelled at other people for not doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need a snow party.
No. I yelled at people for making their own grinds.
Sly, the way you described setting up for that event, that sounded pretty grindy.
I mean, it was maps. That's money.
That's true. It's a bit of a grind, but it's a money grind.
It's a money grind. Exactly.
Dude, I swear on your birthday, I thought I got your present. If you look behind me, I was like,
oh, I got the same thing.
Oh, yeah. You did? I didn't know you got it. I was like, I feel like Sly should have this.
Yeah.
It's just chilling. Just hey, midnight.
I haven't hung it up yet.
I don't know why I did, because that's a wall I gotta pay for if I ever leave this place. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You got a green screen behind you, so I don't think you'll be hooking it up.
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to think about, like, if I do it maybe above the little bed that I have there. Yeah, that seems fun.
Yeah, I have white walls for the most part, just completely uncovered by anything except that. That's the only thing that actually gets it. Yeah, so I just wanted to bring a highlight to that real quick because it's a cool event. Oh, and also because the music was dope. At station WSLY.
Thank you.
So thank you for hosting. Thank you to Allure for arranging and hosting.
Yes.
And Sly for DJing and eating steak.
Remember, guys, Allure. Like, I have links.
Okay.
Allure's on Ultros. They're usually open every Friday and last Saturday of each month, but they kind of shifted everything over because, my shindig.
Thanks.
But you can find more information at that link right there in chat, allureloungexiv.com. They have their own Discord. They pretty much do parties exactly like I had my party. So they usually have a DJ. Shout out to Sina. He plays his music in the Discord. That's how you listen to it. They have their own menu and everything. And so, yeah, definitely check them out on Ultros if you haven't.
And in case you're wondering what I just did, Mel's pot roast is done. And I got the first
So that's our show, everyone. We're probably about to go off to be fat asses. I have food too, and yeah.
Sly, I've been eating healthier. Just not carrots.
Not carrots.
Making chicken and like vegetables and potatoes, which not always healthy, but I like my starch.
Yeah.
I like my carbs.
This weekend wasn't the healthiest weekend.
Would you like a hot dog with mustard and horseradish, ketchup and horseradish mustard? Mustard.
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 I'll take some mustard.
Some horseradish mustard. Mixed together. You mix them both together. You put it over. That's what I've been doing. I've been doing that a lot. Maybe sometimes do a cheese dog in the process. It's good. It's a good time with some mustard. I just want my mustard. I'm gonna do burgers tonight till this pot roast thing happens. That's all I know. All right, but yeah, that's pretty close. You're only just over an hour show wise. I figured it would be a short one. I felt confident in that. And now that pot roast is done, the show is gonna be done in an hour no matter what, as far as I'm concerned. Because I've had to smell that pot roast for the last 5 hours, and now I can taste it. That's what I need in my life. So thanks everyone for tuning in for a kind of chillaxed State of the Realm this week, just to make sure to give you a show. Next week's show, the date is still tentative. If we get the 5.3 website and we have some more news to talk about, I believe it was also stated there might be interviews and whatnot coming out. I don't remember if that was in this or if it was in like a translation or something, but I swore I remember hearing that not only was the site coming out. We'll be releasing interviews and updates to the 5.3 site. Yeah, it says it right in the letter from the producer. So there will definitely be some stuff, but whether or not it'll be before Tuesday of next week is a question mark. Camera.
Probably not.
So only Sly's camera screwed up, guys. Though not yours, mine on Discord that you can see. So hopefully we'll have that as an easy show. The week after we'll have a live letter show. We'll have to fill one more show before that, and then we'll have the week of show, which will be on the 14th, August 14th. So, because there's no way we're doing a Tuesday show that week. No way. We're going to do a Friday show, First Impression, doing a Tuesday show the following, 4 days later on the fucking spoiler cast, because I'm not waiting more than a week to talk about 5.3. So, get your butts ready, everyone. Get your butts ready.
Do the fucking content so we can talk about it.
Do Eureka.
So you won't get spoiled.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right away. All right, everyone, thanks for joining us this week. Before we sign off, just want to do another quick sponsor shout out. Of course, I mentioned Steel Series at the start of the show, 12% discount code, monthly giveaway, the usual stuff. But of course, we also have our patrons whose names have been scrolling in the top right corner. Again, there's a few people there. I added them to the one for Mondays, but this actually uses a different scrolling link, so it doesn't all work together. We had a Robertson, we had a Dorman, we had, let me make sure I get some of these names right. Let's see, we had Cameron, who pledged recently. We had a Navari pledge recently. We had a Fragale, which I didn't mean to throw those to rhyme so closely together. We had a Polar, which I can't pronounce at all, and we had the Bard. All new. Oh my god, I didn't even think about it. You didn't even do it. That's what upsets me the most.
I'm just sitting here smiling at chat.
Alice in the memes. So just wanted to add those shouts because those names have definitely not been scrolling on the list. So I wanted to make sure to add those verbal shout-outs. And of course, our patrons of Darkness, Khuja Cross, Janova, and Kurenai Oni, who do get shout-outs every week. And we used to show their pictures on the screen. But OBS, I'm afraid of breaking every waking second because every week something goes wrong. So we're scared.
Story of our lives.
Story of my life. Your life doesn't involve this. Your life is suffering my suffering. It's like tangential suffering.
No, OBS fucks with me too.
God,
like today.
OBS. But not today. Well, you said, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, OBS isn't screwing you over. Sly, why don't you tell everyone where they can find you?
Hi. I'm Sly. I like smoked meats and really good whiskey. You can find me at twitch.tv/Sly, aka Gray Fox. You can find me on Twitter at Sly the Fox. Discord.gg/The Velvet Room. Yeah, I just play video games and eat and cook. Apparently, I've been doing a lot more of that and taking pictures of it and streaming it. And so, yeah, you're more than welcome to watch that as well. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try out Mortal Shell tomorrow. Next week goes to Tsushima. What else? I'm trying to think anything else this month. Is there anything else this month? No, that's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
And where can they find you?
Come be in my outro. No, come here. Hey.
You can find him with his cat.
No.
He only got his cat.
Don't run. Okay.
There he is.
You can find me, Mr. Happy1227, at Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. You can find Aloha in all those locations as well when he actually wants to be. And no, stay for the outro. I've been playing a lot of. He doesn't like it. Here, there you go. Go nuts. Oh, you're gonna cut my throat. There we go. All right. He didn't want it. He didn't want it at all. I've been playing a lot of RPGs as of late. PSO2, Pokemon, Animal Crossing, some games among them, but also RPGs like Chris Tales, Fate Tactics, Mortal Shell, we tried out lately. And we're going to be trying out a few more probably before the gaming season kicks up, because we've got New World on the 23rd. We've got Origami King for Paper Mario next week. We've got Ghost of Tsushima next week. We got the live letter on the 22nd. We've got, what else am I thinking? There's something else. Oh, there's Crystal Chronicles in August. That's going to be a hell of a time. That's August 27th. There's going to be a PSO2 update in late August, plus the Urgent Quest still up. It's going to be a time. It's going to be a time.
Yeah.
As long as Aloha doesn't slit my throat before then, it's going to be a time. And he's thinking about it.
Sleep with one eye open.
Oh shit, I lost him. Oh, he's looking at me from behind there. There you go. Yeah, he's
sleep with one eye open.
Well, when I do that, he thinks I'm awake and I'm going to pay attention to him, so I can't do that. That's the catch-22. Okay, but with that, we're going to move on over into a short post-show, and then we will see you next week for State of the Realm. So thanks, everyone, for hanging out. We are going to see you later. So everyone, have a good week. Enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you then.
See you next week.
Bye-bye. You can go says bye, too, because it's nicer to me than Aloha.